What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ Today. In this video, we're going to continue our draft profile series with tight end Kyle Pitts out of Florida. This guy is an absolute physical freak and is a matchup nightmare. He can play all over the football field, and I think that we all can agree that the New York Jets lack a true number one threat, and I personally believe that Kyle Pitts could be a number one type of target on a football team. So, the question is, should the New York Jets look to draft Kyle Pitts in the NFL draft? We're going to talk about him. We're going to look at his game tape, his stats, and I will give you my personal opinion on the matter. Let's get after it. So why am I spending time talking about Kyle Pitts in a video when we hold the number 2 overall draft pick with a need potentially at the quarterback position? We hold the 23rd overall pick. Kyle Pitts is very, very likely to be gone at that slot. So why am I creating a video on Kyle Pitts? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, he would fill a massive, massive need, which again, we all agree, I think. We all agree we need a number one threat, number one type of receiver on this football team, and there's no reason why it cannot be a tight end. It can definitely be a tight end. We've seen with the Kansas City Chiefs, with even the San Francisco 49ers, their offense runs through the tight end, and I think that Kyle Pitts absolutely is one of those types of tight ends that can be kind of like the rare breed of tight end where they can play all over the football field, can make big plays happen, and can be relied on to be targeted heavily in an offense. So, having said all of that, we hold the number 2 overall pick. I don't think we take him at number 2 overall. I think that I still prefer that we take a quarterback, whether it's Justin Fields from Ohio State, whether it's Zach Wilson from BYU. I still believe that that is the move that we should be making. But again, there are a lot of people that disagree with me and that they think that the move should be to keep Darnold, build around him, add talent to this football team, and what better way to do that than by adding the best weapon in this NFL draft? So, for all my people who watch my videos who are interested in potentially keeping Sam Darnold, this video is not only for you, but it's also for the potential situation where the New York Jets decide to keep Sam Darnold. And again, I think that if we are going to keep Sam Darnold, this is my number one choice as what they would do in that situation. Now, again, I do not prefer that situation or that decision, but I do think it's worth discussing because, again, a lot of people feel very strongly about this topic. In this next segment, we're just going to take a look at Kyle Pitts throughout his tenure during college. And what you see here is a player that progressed every single season. And I talk about that a lot. I think that's something that if I were a general manager, that's something that I would be looking for in the players that I was interested in drafting. So you see in 2018 as a true freshman, didn't get a lot of playing time, only appeared in 3 football games. It was explosive nonetheless, 24 yards per reception, but again, only 3 receptions. He follows that up in his sophomore year with 54 receptions, 649 yards with a 12-yard per reception average and 5 touchdowns. Very solid season. And then again, follows that up with an even bigger and better season in only 8 games played. Imagine what this dude would have done if he had played 5 more games this season. So 43 receptions, 770 yards, and 12 touchdowns in his junior season. And again, if you flip the tape on, you see a guy who makes big plays, contested catches. He's able to run after the catch, and he's just an absolute threat all over the football field. And again, at the top of the screen, you see here, PFF, they gave him the highest overall grade for any skill position player that they've ever graded. So you know that this guy comes highly regarded and is not just one of those dudes that looks like a flash in the pan or had a one-year explosion. This guy is a bona fide playmaking tight end. So on this first play that we're going to take a look at, Kyle Pitts uses a really common route running technique where they use this dead leg. It's kind of like a leg that they will put in the ground to plant very hard and then cut off of that leg. And he sticks it right in the dirt, gets wide open in the end zone for a really easy touchdown. makes the defender get off balance here. You can see that his feet are, it was really poor technique by the cornerback here. But again, he gets wide open, uses great footwork, gets separation from the defender. Really nice look here by Kyle Pitts. And again, you're seeing him line up on the outside. On this next play here, you're going to see Kyle Pitts make an incredible catch on the sidelines here on this out and up route that he runs. The only negative that I see here is that he's not really selling the out route. He uses okay footwork here, but never really turns his head fully to make it look like he's running that out route. And he probably could have gotten even better separation here if he had used proper technique. Again, this is coachable, so it's not really a smash on him, but it's something that he can improve on as he moves to the next level. On this next play, you're going to see that he is not going to shy away from contact. It's not going to be a problem for him if he's being pressed at the line of scrimmage. This defender is all over him, hanging off of him down the sidelines. And what a ridiculous catch radius this guy has. He's able to get his hands, he's able to turn around here, make a catch with the ball, kind of like a back shoulder throw here. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but it's a little bit low and it's a little bit, offline here. And a just incredible adjustment to the ball while it's in the air. Really nice catch and a great touchdown here by Kyle Pitts. On this next play, Kyle Pitts is lined up again on the outside and is going against cornerback J.C. Horn, a projected first-round pick in this year's draft. And Kyle Pitts, again, shows that he's not afraid of contact. He can make catches when he is being contested, and we need our tight end to be able to do that. And Kyle Pitts proves over and over again that that is something that he can do, even against really good talent. My biggest takeaway here on this play is that Kyle Pitts has really good hands. He does not need to catch the football with his body. You see a lot of times these tight ends they'll try to use their body to make catches instead of using their hands. And this is an all hands kind of catch here. The ball is thrown way too high. He catches the football, takes a big old hit, gets in the end zone. This is a really impressive adjustment to the football in the air and a really great job of coming down with the football. Like that old Terrell Owens line, who can make a play? I can. I feel like Kyle Pitts is that kind of dude. So in between two defenders against Texas A&M, he's in the red zone here. He goes up again, high for the football, all hands. He's bringing this football down. He's taking the hit. This is not a finesse football player. Just because he plays tight end and can also line up on the outside does not make him finesse. This is a monster of a weapon. This is a guy that's going to cause matchup problems all game long, and he's going to keep defensive coordinators up late at night. This is an outstanding football player. We're not going to spend too much time talking about Kyle Pitts as a blocker because we know that's not what he's known for. But he does play the tight end position. He's going to need to be able to block. And I think this is a really good play here to showcase that he is a willing blocker. He really lowers in and drives into this defender, using his hands, gets his hands on him, is pumping his legs into the ground, pushing, even though this play isn't even going towards his side of the field. And again, that shows that he's a motivated blocker. This is not this is not a lazy player when it comes to blocking, which is very, very important for him at the next level. On this play, you see Kyle Pitts actually peeling kind of around the offensive line here to kick, block, and gets a really important block here. If he doesn't pick up this block, this run's going nowhere, and the running back is able to gain at least another 7 yards because of that block. And my favorite part of the play is that he didn't hold on to this linebacker. He let go. As you can see, he sees the running back get past him. He does not commit a holding penalty and does a really good job, again, of just getting this ball carrier extra yards. Really nice play here. Really good look as far as his blocking goes. So on this last play in the game tape that we're going to take a look at here, Kyle Pitts kind of gets burned, honestly, in this pass protection look. He completely gives up the edge here. He did not look good in this pass protection set here. He's going to need to work on his footwork, and he's going to need to work on getting his hands on the defender a little bit sooner here. The guy blows right by him. Not a big deal because on most passing plays, Kyle Pitts is going to be in a route, but he does need to be able to block, and he does need to be able to protect the quarterback. So a small knock here, but again, I saw a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, so I thought I should show both. So to quickly summarize, number one, I only think that the New York Jets end up with Kyle Pitts is if they decide to keep Sam Darnold. I don't see the Jets selecting him outright at number 2 overall. I think that this move would be made if they were to decide to keep Sam Darnold and to trade back from the number 2 overall pick. Again, that is not my preferred method or my strategy. I would say that if you're the New York Jets, you got to take a quarterback at number 2 overall. You can reset the rookie contract. You can move on and you can build around your next quarterback. I think that's the best way to do this. But again, if the Jets decide to keep Sam Darnold and to build around him, I think that this is the best way to do so. You can land probably the best weapon in the NFL draft. And think about our offense with somebody like this on the inside and can be very versatile and can move all over the football field. It would give Tyler Kroft the ability to be a really good blocking tight end. It would give Chris Herndon an opportunity to play some snaps as the number 2 tight end. And it gives us also the flexibility of having Chris Herndon line up as the tight end, and then we can split Kyle Pitts out on certain passing plays. And again, I think that's a matchup nightmare. When you're moving him around the formation like that, it's going to cause serious, serious problems for the defensive coordinators and for the players that are on the field. So, I still don't think this is the right path for the Jets. But again, if they decide to keep Sam Darnold, I am all for Kyle Pitts this year in the NFL draft. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I want to hear what you think about this move, or this potential move, I should say, for Kyle Pitts. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's hard for us to have a discussion about keeping Sam Darnold for a lot of people, but just try to be open. There are a lot of people that do disagree with our take to move on from him. So load up the comments. Let's have a good, clean discussion. Don't forget to like this video if you've enjoyed the content. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are doing a free giveaway for the NFL Draft. We're going to give away a $50 gift card to the Jets shop if we have 400 subscribers by the time the NFL Draft kicks off. So, with all of that being said, thank you again for all of your support. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.